Episode 361. Thank you all for listening to episode 360. Get to know Parrot. I am Gray Lamarck here with my co-host.
The returning Bear.
Cody Cup.
Punks and Tony Phil.
I saw, what was that, Milltown Mel? I think he died. The one
That's what
in
he
Jersey.
get. That's what he get. Biting off the original.
God damn.
Amateur. Scam.
Well, I'm surprised they didn't have Groundhog Greg out there today, since groundhogs obviously tell the weather better than the weather people.
This is true. Dub, you're looking around. Is your sound out again?
Yeah, it's out again. Technology, man.
That's okay.
Hey, man.
I tell you.
Let's be switching back and forth from one to the other.
I'm just going to keep on messing with it this entire time.
Yeah. Like this thing, all this button does is mute you.
Well, why is
It'll
it
flash when you're muted.
Oh,
That's all that one does.
or like connect or something.
Just do what the IT people at work always tell me. Unplug it, plug it back in.
Yeah.
That's right.
All you gotta do, it should just be plugged in and working.
Yeah, you unplug it, count to 10, plug it back in.
Waste of time.
Yeah, because you got a Google Chromebook, right?
Yep.
We'll have to see. Chrome browser, reopen Chrome microphone settings, and toggle. We're giving a lesson today, and toggle back on ask before accessing, as shown below. Here, Dub, I'll share my screen so you can see what I'm looking at. We're giving a walkthrough real fast so we can hear Dub again.
I mean, we can hear him. He can't hear him.
Right.
Yeah, we can
What was
hear him.
that? Was
He
that
was-
one of them purple teeth headsets?
No, it's a Logitech, man. That's where it's at.
No,
Dub, can you?
does it plug into the computer or is it?
Oh, yeah, there you go, Dub. You probably got to go into your, you just put it into the USB, but it's knocking him out, so it's probably blocking him. So you got to choose a default mic,
So where do I go?
your settings.
Man, listen, you should have just went to your local department store.
Chrome microphone settings from Chrome browser. So in your browser here, because this is Chrome, there's probably a settings, security and privacy. And I would assume security.
Browser have anything to do with it?
It's a Chromebook. So your settings are probably done through the Chromebook. I would assume.
You should have went that cheap route like I did. Went and got mine for $15. Plugs into the headphone jack.
He did go the cheap route. I gave it to him.
Oh, yeah, for $3.99.
I even fucking delivered. It was Gray Lamarck Prime.
Damn, you had free 99 plus shipping.
Can't be that.
Right, I was say you can't beat that one. I don't know this, man.
Did you figure it out?
You guys still hear me though?
Barely. Did it work out? Did it go through?
Okay, so where do I got to go?
See, I'm going to pause this show because I'm done giving this lesson to people that we'd be trying to teach a show to.
What I should have done is tested this before. That's what I should have done.
You've had all day.
He's had 3 days. All right, we're back. Only took 15 minutes to get nowhere. Dub should have practiced this, a few days ago when he was given the headset. So Dub's going to be quiet again. Hi, Dub.
Hey, I said it. Punks to Tony Phil.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Punxsutawney Phil.
I bet you Punxsutawney Phil could have figured out that microphone.
Fucking even Milltown Mel, he's dead now. He could have figured it out.
And old
Very
fraud.
true.
Here goes 6 more weeks of a mic not working.
Hey. Oh, great value groundhog.
Groundhog Greg. That's the groundhog. That's the groundhog I'm gonna get next year. I'm gonna call him Groundhog Greg, and I'm gonna pull him out, walk around the house, and I'm just gonna put a camera on me and go, look, I put a whole bunch of flashing lights in front of a groundhog and it sees its shadow. Big shock.
Big shot. All right. So we're back. It's Wednesday. It's a big day today. We got what? 25th season of South Park. Pam and Tommy's on Hulu.
That's what we're basing our big day off of.
Yep. Let's see. The next episode of Boba Fett came out tomorrow. Peacemaker. Next episode comes out. There's a lot of shit going on.
We got CM Punk and MJF here in about 20 minutes.
Yep. And we got to cover a bunch of shit that happened. Now we got to run through this episode. Thank God we don't have to cover much. Actually, we do, but we don't. So we'll get to thanking people. Thanks to All Wear Clothing. Visit allwearclothing.com. Brandon will hook you up with a deal. Mention Over the Line podcast. Thank you to Crandall's Quality Landscaping. Give Sean a call, 419-704-5471. Serves the Toledo and surrounding areas and not
wherever it's snowing right now.
Huh. It could be anywhere. Here, anywhere.
Europe, Chicago.
Yeah, he's out there. So, yeah, give it to me one time, Cody. He's probably doing some plowing now. So what do they need to do if they need some plowing done?
All right, look here, man. I've been trying to tell y'all for the last, it's been how long? 4 or 5 months? I told you this day was coming. I told you. School's canceled. Classes are canceled. It's probably going to be a level 2, maybe possibly a level 3 out here in these streets, or depending on where you live at, a winter weather advisory. Now you snowed in the house. Now what you going to do? Are you going to hit up the hub? You going to put the hamster on the wheel one more time? Or did you do what we told you to do and you hit up Connell Barrett at datingtransformation.com and you had the live consultation and you bought the book, you listened to it on Audible, and now you sitting up, laid up Netflix and chilling. Or oh no, I ain't gonna put that with that. Never mind. Or you gonna Paramount Plus Pound Town?
Now hold
I was
up.
gonna put something with the mouse.
Hold
but
up,
we
man.
do
We're
that.
trying to do
HBO
Crandall's Quality
Max.
Landscaping here, not Connell Barrett.
Well,
It didn't
I
matter.
mean,
That was
talking
too good.
I'm
It
talking
didn't
about
matter.
snow plowing.
Sean
Y'all
just
are
got
kinda
you said plow. I mean, who else you go to associate with plowing?
Crandall's Quality Landscaping.
Sean just got pushed to the back.
Yeah. So Crandall's Quality Landscaping can help with your snow plowing needs.
Well, you should have said snow plowing. See?
Well, come on, I was
That's
talking
on
about
you.
Crandall's, man. Come on.
Well, that's on you. You should have just said snow plowing.
All right, snow plowing, snow blowing, plowing, blowing, any of your needs there that you have. Crandall's can help you out. Give Sean a call, 419-704-5471. Also doing handy person services, carpentry, which can include doors, cabinets, floors, trim and windows, plumbing, toilets, sinks, faucets, showers, leaks, or painting simple rooms in hard-to-finish areas. Thank you to Crandall's Quality Landscaping. Thanks to Sparty Steve. I actually, over the weekend, just on a whim, texted me Saturday morning, asked me if I wanted to go to the game. I was like, hey, sure. Go up to the game. And they were playing Michigan. Had no idea they were playing Michigan. That was my first time actually at the Breslin Center. Pretty awesome. First experience at their college basketball game. It was pretty neat. They beat their ass in the second half, which I loved. So good shit. And thanks again, Sparty Steve, for taking me along. That was part of the podcast perks. So thank you, Sparty Steve. We were talking episode 400. Not really, but we'll say we did. Thank you too. Last but not least, back to plowing and blowing. Connell Barrett, datingtransformation.com.
Here, he got it. It's done. That's been done and through. And the only thing you missed is make sure you go to Amazon.com and get the book, Dating Sucks But You Don't, because Valentine's Day is right around the corner. And all you lovely losers out there who don't have anybody need someone. So make sure you get the book. If you don't have someone, you could probably get it Amazon Prime by next day. So you could have it read and have a Valentine's Day date easily by the 14th.
So does Connell have a specific dating app that he like recommends?
Yeah, probably have to read the book.
Yeah, dating sucks, but you don't. That's
We
the
don't give
app.
those. We don't give those away for free.
That's right.
But
Dating sucks, but you don't.
I know he does mention some in the book.
Beautiful. So thank you too, Colonel
Bye,
Barrett,
bye, bye.
datingtransformation.com. All right. We got golf. Jolf happened last week. Barrett, can you run down last week? I lost in overtime. I'll call it. It was in the playoff.
You did. You lost in the playoff. Yeah, it was a good week. The Saturday finish, which is the only one all year. Still don't know why they did it. I'm assuming it's for the conference.
NFL. They did say it was NFL.
Okay, and that's what I figured too. But it was cool the Wednesday through Saturday. But yeah, Will Zalatoris ended up needing a birdie on the last. He was tied with Luke List and had a putt that just rolled left right at the last like 2 inches to miss. Went to the playoff with Luke List, ended up losing by 1. Luke List had a par. I'm sorry, Luke List had a birdie. Zalatoris had a par on the par 5 18. So Luke List got his first win on the PGA Tour. Good for him. He's been on tour, I think, for probably like 9 or 10 years. So he's been one of those guys who makes it on money pretty much every year and finally got his first win. So that's always good to see. Will Zalatoris is going to have plenty of wins coming his way here. He's going to have a good career. But he got Gray a second. Rahm finished third. Had a lot of chances to get there. He just couldn't make a putt. Jason Day, who I had, finished third as well. Had a chance also to win, but tied the lead with 5 holes to go and ended up bogeying 16 and 17, kind of put himself out of it. Needed to eagle 18 to get to the playoff and just birdied, unfortunately. And then Joaquin Neiman, Justin Rose, Pat Perez, Sung J M, and Aaron Rai. Aaron Rai, who was in the last group, who is a solid young player too, all were tied for 6th. So a pretty good week. It was pretty tight up on the leaderboard standings. And then we know where we're at here. We know Dub's going to miss the cut here for the next 3 weeks. He did this week again with Sam Burns. Kode had Patrick Reed, who struggled, finished 46th, and Parrott used Xander Schauffele, who finished 34th.
So updated standings on that. Still early, 13.3 for me, 21 for Parrott, 24 for Bear, 40.5 for Kode, and 42.8 for the guy that won week 1. He's doing the same thing he did last year, just taunting us.
He won last year, so we're not going to say anything right now.
I know it's the same thing. He's going to miss 5 more cuts, then he's going to start winning, then he's going to miss some more cuts, and then towards the end here, he's just going to rip off several top 10s.
Yeah, it's coming. We already know what's going to happen. We just know this. We've seen this play out.
Yep.
This week, though, another one of the staple tournaments that always are around here. That's AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am. Great tournament. This is where the celebrities come out. They play with the pros. The pros are having their own event. The celebrities have theirs. They're kind of paired up and do their thing. This is also infamously where Bob Barker beat up Happy Gilmore. So don't forget. But they're playing Pebble and Spyglass this week. I have Monterey Peninsula in there, but I'm not sure if they're playing that one this week as well. So it might just be 2 courses that they're on. Last year, your defending reigning champion is Daniel Berger, who I thought about taking, but watching him in the final round of the Farmers Insurance, he got hurt. So if you were thinking of taking Daniel Berger, I would highly caution it. He is still playing this week, but it looked like he hurt his back. I don't know how good he's going to be.
Sam, you watching this? Punk and MJF.
Punk and MJF. Yeah. He's a good little spot there. But yeah, this is always a fun tournament. It's a good tournament. A lot of celebrities. It's the week in between the Super Bowl, or no one watches the Pro Bowl, so it's the week in between Super Bowl and conference championships. So golf should have some good viewership this weekend. And hopefully there should be some big names up there. You said Daniel Berger won last year. Spieth won a few years back. So there's been a lot of big name guys up there. And I think Spieth is playing again this week. So should be a good one. So where are you going with your pick there, early leader Gray?
So I was talking about Matt McNeely, and I was stuck between him and Jason Day. And then after talking to you and you ripping off the top 10s, hope it stays consistent. So I actually switched my pick, and I'm going to go with Jason Day.
Yeah, Jason Day has 5 straight top 10s here. And in 2016, for the other one, he was tied for 11th. So he kind of does well at this course. He's healthy. He's playing well. So I think Jason Day will be a good pick this week. I'm going with Cameron Tringali this week. Also has been playing some good golf, has a good history here, has finished top 10 3 of the last 4 years here at Pebble Beach. So hopefully he can continue that trend as well.
All right. Dub.
Alrighty. I was thinking old Eric McNeely is what give me with Chase.
Ooh, you got to get off that Dollar Tree internet.
Christian with 2 A's. Can you?
Christian.
Bezendunhout. Bezendunhout. B-E-Z. You ready, Gary? B-E-Z-U-I-D-E-N-H-O-U-T.
How do you spell his first name?
That's good enough.
Okay. Cody.
He's that dude's just a cut making machine. Cut making machine.
Cody Cup. Cody, you're on mute, man.
I'm gonna ride the Maverick.
Mav McNeely.
And FYI, by the way, I just said Berger is so he's not actually. He withdrew, it looks like, at 6 p.m. today for his back injury. So there you go.
No repeat champ.
No repeat champ this week.
Had to get a backiotomy.
Backiotomy. And this week, don't we also have we usually go into NASCAR next. We do have the Clash this week, don't we?
We do have the Clash this week. Yep. Yes, we do.
And when is that? That's on Sunday at 6, and they're racing at the Coliseum.
Yep. Quarter mile track.
Yeah, whatever he said. The all right, just what do we got? Who just some picks for this week. Just pick a guy. Doesn't count against your pick for the year.
I'm gonna just name them off really fast. So you got Chastain, Cindric, Austin Dillon, Kevin Harvick, Larson, Keselowski, LaJoy, Reddick, Chase, Eric Amarola, Denny Hamlin, Ryan Blaney, Chase Briscoe, Ryan Preece, Allmendinger, Busher, Kyle Busch, Kurt Busch, Martin Truex Jr., Christopher Bell, Harrison Burton, Joey Logano, Bubba Wallace, William Byron, Justin Haley, Michael McDowell, Todd Gilliland, Cole Custer, Ty Dillon, Eric Jones, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Alex Bowman, Cody Ware, Landon Castle, BJ McLeod, and Daniel Suarez.
Well, I'm gonna just ride Kyle Larson. Yeah, I heard nothing there.
What'd you say, Dub?
One more.
He's got to get the dollar. He's got to go to Dollar General instead of Dollar Tree for his internet.
It's choppy. It's choppy. Can't hear you. It's choppy. Type it out.
Oh wait, no, they're the Commanders
can't
now.
do that. Yeah, can't do that.
What do they do now? Salute, Commander. Cobra Commander.
Yeah, I was gonna see because I was wanting to see who won. I can't remember who the hell won the Clash last year. I assume in Dub's choppiness, he's taking Chase Elliott. It's just gonna be my wild guess.
Yep, we got a thumbs up. We can see that.
Yeah, I know Dub.
Dub, you might want to leave and just come back, and maybe your internet will work.
Kyle won the Clash last year.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep, and Eric Jones the year before.
Wait, which Kyle? Larson or Bush?
Bush.
Bush.
In the Bush Light Clash. Bush Light Clash. I'm gonna go with Harvick, the Bush Light car.
Cody Cup.
Give me Chase Elliott.
As well as Dub. Okay.
Oh shit. Well, I don't know, man. I thought he was getting choked out down there. Give me Ryan Blaney.
That's a solid pick, Ryan Blaney. Dub, are you with us?
Hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. All right.
I don't know what's going on. Power technology, man.
Yep. So let's talk about NFL Championship Week. First thing, we know that Joey Burrow and his Cincinnati Bengals are going to be playing, and Parrott's Cincinnati Bengals are going to be playing Cody Kupp's Los Angeles Rams in the Super Bowl. So we're finally going to get a versus here in the old podcast. We're going to have Cody versus Parrott, Bengals versus Rams. Just going to be fun all the way around. I'm looking forward to seeing that next week. Hopefully Parrott returns. We also have Peapod returning next week to talk about RPW in Chicago and an event they just had over the weekend. Should be interesting. So looking forward to that. But as far as, I'm sure you guys saw this already. You saw that guy made that $20 bonus bet and picked the score in the winner. $20. It was bonus money. His odds were plus 2,895,000. So on a $20 bet, he won $579,000 for predicting the winner and the scores for both games.
Yeah, absolutely killed that. Absolutely killed that. One of the most impressive bets. Definitely one of the most impressive bets I've seen in a while.
Insane. And it was all bonus money.
Yeah, that's big time right there. That's big time.
So won't go too much into,
those sites lose big money on that, man. Big.
Yeah, and we won't go into the Super Bowl this week. We'll save that for next week. But Cody, how you feeling about your boy Matt Gofford and your LA Rams?
They hit the sweet spot. I told you the sweet spot every game is 20 to 25 pass attempts. You keep them within that range, they can't help but to win because that means the running game is going. And I mean, shout out to Shanahan for choking away and punting the ball in Rams territory not once but twice. Punting it on 4th and 2 at the Rams like 48. Shout out to him for that. Appreciate you. Shout out to Ward for dropping that interception. Shout out to you. Woo. Just appreciate you, man.
Another shout out to Kyle Shanahan. Another shout out to Kyle Shanahan for blowing another fourth quarter lead in a big game. Don't forget about that.
Yeah.
Another one.
And I still find it funny that Shanahan, not so much McVay, but McVay is the second longest tenured and Shanahan the third longest tenured coaches in the NFC, with obviously Pete Carroll being first. And
lucky for Shanahan, he got himself a scapegoat in Jimmy G to give himself another year.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Jimmy G for being Jimmy G, baby.
Yep. He does what he does. And
we're nowhere without you. Appreciate you.
Yep. And but it'll be fun next week when we talk about the Bengals and Rams. I don't think the Bengals it'll be a fun Super Bowl. We'll see what happens. Their D tightened down obviously in that second half. They played well. That D did in the second half. And it only took 13 seconds for Patrick Mahomes to turn over the ball.
Mm-hmm.
That Bengals offensive line though. Aaron Donald's just sitting there doing push-ups thinking about it.
Oh, yeah, he is. But you ain't going to see them fucking punting twice on 4th and 2 from the 48.
If they can get to the 48.
Yeah, this is true.
They got to get to the 48 first.
I think they'll do fine. It'll be a fun Super Bowl. It's nice to see them there and the Rams too. Personally, I don't give a shit who wins. Love to see the Bengals win, but home state. And it's perfect because
don't do that. No,
it's perfect.
No,
it's perfect. No. I'm not a fucking Browns fan. I can say whatever.
Is not allowed to do this shit. I've been seeing this shit.
You know what this is? You know what this is, Cody? This is Skyline versus Cody. That's what this is. Skyline Chili's coming.
No, hell no.
Skyline Chili.
No.
That's what it's going to be. If the Bengals win the Super Bowl, you have to eat a bowl of Skyline on the show.
Come on, man.
I like that.
I'm not confident though.
All right.
that I'm not gonna be eating no Skyline.
I would be too.
All right. So if the Bengals win the Super Bowl, Cody's eating a bowl of Skyline on the show.
I just don't understand why I got to be the one to like get semi punished on all of this shit.
Because you're the
Like,
fucking Rams fan that shits on Skyline chili all the time.
like, dude, I'm the human being with a stomach that shits on Skyline chili. Like my my digestive system is functional. Like,
All right, here.
and healthy.
Fine. If the Rams win, or if the Bengals win, you got to eat Skyline. If the Rams win, what's Parrot got to do on the show?
Eat Skyline chili.
It's punishment either way.
He'll happily do it.
I'm pretty
I
sure
was
Parrot would
saying-
eat anything though, so that's
yeah. And
All right.
shit it out 10 minutes later.
So we got the Super Bowl, the over-the-line Super
Yeah.
Bowl
I
presented
say
by
we'd make him
Skyline
walk-
Chili.
we'd make him walk around Detroit with his Bengals stuff on because they're all
Oh man, so we'll get into that next week. But
I already got
Right,
to try to look for Gofful jerseys. Like
yeah, you do.
I already said, man, look, if he keeps it up like this, I mean, Stafford he's been lights out during the playoffs, man.
Oh, shock.
Like, I'm not even
we
gonna
said
lie.
Stafford was pretty good.
Pretty good. I never said he wasn't terrible. I always said he was pretty good.
You always blame, man, you called him Gofford.
Yes.
That says everything you need to know. If anybody
Yes.
listened to this show the last 3 years, they know your feelings on Jared Goff.
Right. Golf is awful. Golf.
And when you call him Gofful,
when I call
when you-
him Gofford,
well,
when I call him Gofford is because he's thrown behind guys, which he did in the first half. He was throwing behind guys and underthrowing deep balls and missing guys. That's how he threw that interception down in the red zone. That ball was late coming out and it was behind. I can't remember who it was behind, but it was a tip ball. And that ball got up in the air and got intercepted. So yeah, man, when he looking like Golf out there, I'm gonna call him Gofford.
well, see, that just says everything we need to know. When you're calling him Goff, now what do you call him?
Hey, if he plays
Matt
the way
Brady?
he's been to play, no, I'm gonna
Matty
give him his name
McCombs.
back.
Matty
He
Mahomes.
plays the way I ain't gonna go that far. If he plays the way he's been playing these playoffs and the Rams win the Super Bowl, I'm going to buy some Stafford jerseys.
jerseys.
I will buy Stafford jerseys. Yeah.
Multiple.
Because that's how I support my teams, man. I get every jersey.
I thought you were going to get an OBJ jersey
I might.
or a Cooper Cup. Cody Cup.
I get a Cooper Cup, man. I rock with Cooper Cup though. Cooper Cup is dope.
He is dope.
Like,
Badass,
he's the
man.
best Rams receiver since Isaac Bruce, man.
Yeah, that'll be fun if they Aaron Donald doesn't kill Joey Burrow.
I
Watching
don't even think it's gonna be Aaron Donald. They're gonna put like 3 guys on Aaron Donald, and it's gonna be the Von Miller show.
Yep, very much might be. You think who they gonna put on? You think Ramsey's gonna be covering Chase?
He's
Rams
gonna
only
want
plays
to.
one side of the field.
Yep,
Oh, so
that's the
whoever's
only
over there.
thing though. Like he's gonna want to, but I mean, if the defensive line does what they usually do and actually get home to the quarterback and don't give Chase a chance to get open, no matter what side of the field he's on, like it won't matter.
I don't think it's going to matter. I think they're going to get home on him all the time. And Burrow going to put up a fight. I mean, he's not a quitter,
Right.
but they're just, I don't think there is. But back to that Cincinnati Kansas City game. I mean, no one is talking about it for whatever reason because, only Patrick Mahomes gets away with it. But don't tell me that dude absolutely did not choke away that game. Because if that is any other quarterback in the NFL, that's all anyone's talking about. But
Him and Andy Reid.
why is no one saying anything about them choking that game away?
Especially at the end of the first half. Him and Andy Reid. Andy Reid, that Andy Reid clock management came up.
That was
Once
bad.
again.
At the end of the first half, that was god awful. I don't remember. I think I sent a text to you guys. I can't remember who it was. I said, "Oh, did Kellen Moore call that play? Like the fuck was that shit?" But I mean, the way he played and tried to make every play, if he would have thrown the ball away multiple times, they would have won that game. But he did. He's trying to make plays, but no one says a damn thing about it. If that was that did that and they lost that game, Stephen A would still be talking about it.
Yep.
Still be talking about it for 10
I
years.
mean,
So here's an idea. Give Patrick Mahomes the shit he deserves. You guys all want to crown this motherfucker top of the top. When you blow a game like that, he deserves the heat. And he didn't get any of it. Didn't get any of it, which I hate. I hate that shit.
yeah, 2 out of 3.
Nothing against
what,
Mahomes.
2 Super Bowls in 3 years to do it.
I like Mahomes. I think he's great. But you know what? He blew that game and no one said a word about it.
Yep.
Not a word.
But when he won that game in 13 seconds, that's all they talked about.
Oh my God, they jerked him off for a whole week. Then he lost the game in 13 seconds and no one said a word.
He had a chance to.
Oh, they should have kicked the field goal at the end of the half. Well, fuck you. That don't mean shit. That means nothing.
What'd you say, Dub?
Even give me a chance. Like I went to commercial. I went to go get something out of the fridge. I come back and he's walking back after he threw the interception.
Dub thought the game was over.
I'm like,
They got the coin flip. I'm so happy he threw that too. So I don't have to hear about these stupid fucking OT rules. There's been the same rule forever. Should it be changed? Maybe. But here's an idea. If you want, stop them. Stop them. Play
Thank you.
defense.
Thank
Play
you.
defense. I don't want to hear it. It's not like this has been any different. And then someone made some dumbass comparison on Twitter, which sometimes I hate Twitter. And someone goes, "Imagine if someone hit a home run in the top of the 10th in the ALCS." I'm like, but that's never baseball. You always get another turn in baseball. That's a moot point. It's stupid.
Oh boy.
I want to rewind real quick back to NASCAR. I forgot to mention Kaz Grala, who's a good driver, got himself a ride driving for Floyd Mayweather. Money team got themselves a NASCAR team.
Well, I know. I heard that. Is he going to be full time?
I don't know if he's full time. It says the team's essentially a reboot of Starcom Racing, partnership with former management and racing executive Willie Ochmuty. And it's an honor to be behind the wheel for Floyd Mayweather's entrance into NASCAR. Really exciting time for the sport, globalizes and reaches new audiences. Floyd's there to win. And Kaz Grala is a good driver, 23 years old. He's had 4 starts in the Cup
road
Series.
course driver.
Yeah, he's a good road course driver. Finished 28th in the 500 with Colleague Racing last year, but we'll see what he does. It's sponsored by Pit Viper.
I think Cody's second best friend, Uncle Dana, teamed up with Pitbull. I think he's partners now on that team with Suarez.
Yep.
Old sausage neck.
So Kaz Grala is driving the old 50 for obviously Mayweather's record in boxing, 50-0. So
yeah, they asked him he wanted to put the money team across the side of the car, but when he filled out the paperwork and couldn't spell it, so he just put TMT on there.
So that's funny.
Floyd, it's not spelled MUNNY.
And he spelled TTE.
The TMT. Oh God. He got confused trying to put TMT and put TMNT, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle car.
There you go.
Say, hey Floyd, what you want to go across the hood of the car? All right, TEUMTEE. Floyd, what the hell is that? You know what the hell I said.
What'd you say, Dub?
By the way, this is the first year of the new next gen car. So
Next gen too, yeah.
Yeah, the fucking numbers are weird, man. Not in the center of the car, on the sides.
Weird, and pit times are not going to be, your standard.
Oh yeah, because it's just one.
Seconds.
It's going to be a 2-second pit stop.
It's going to be longer. It's going to be longer to fuel the car than it is to change the tires.
Yes.
Wait,
Yes, it is.
What's the next gen? What is it? Is it like a Tesla or something? You got to plug
No,
it in?
It's
You gotta recharge
self-drive.
it?
no. Every like 5 to 10 years, they do a next gen car and come out with a new
NASCAR
car.
race is going to be is not just 3.5 hours anymore. It's now 6 hours because we got to charge the car.
Let's say you can charge the car or something. You gotta
Yeah,
find
they have a pit just to charge the car.
you gotta
pull up
find
to
a
the
Meyer
Tesla
parking
station.
lot. You gotta find a Meyer parking lot and plug your Tesla in.
Yep.
And what sucks is there's 43 cars, but there's only 20 spots. So you better
Because they have the it's just like Indy, man. They have just a single right in the center. Just take that off, the whole tire comes off. No more 5-star nut. No more star nuts.
Wait, so what? It's like a Lego wheel?
Yeah, it's just like IndyCar.
It's just one lug nut.
One nut, huh? God damn.
It's a Lance Armstrong tire.
Boy.
Yeah, man, it's a big shift for them in 2020 for 2022, and it's going to be interesting to see how pit stops go now. 5-1.
Oh, I thought you was talking about they like switched to E85 or something. Ain't nothing.
They ain't gonna do that.
Hey, just a one nut tire. Ain't nothing. Oh,
See what else? What other changes? They're gonna have a 4-inch rear spoiler for downforce.
Yep.
670 target horsepower baseline for the cars, and they're going to be used at a majority of the tracks, not all of them.
Just one center nut.
That's going to be wild.
It's going to be interesting to see how it goes when they first go into the pits. I mean, we'll see it at the Clash.
Yep. So they're going to be the base rules configuration will be used at road courses, short tracks, and intermediate sized circuits. So you're not going to get it at Daytona.
They'll still use the same tire though, right? The single nut.
I would imagine this is just for the next.
Oh, the spoilers and shit. Yeah.
Yeah. So
it'll be interesting.
Oh, whoa! What is that? Jesus.
All right. So Washington, we already talked about the football team. Redskins are now the Commanders. All the jokes are coming in. Let's go Commando. Let's go commies. Let's go this. So
Did you guys see the there's a tweet going around. I think it was from Barstools. It says awkward, and it's got the Alliance of American Football,
San Antonio
Commanders, and it says hashtag take command, and then it says Washington Commanders. 3 years later, it says hashtag take command, and Barstool's like awkward, or I think it was Barstool's, but it was pretty funny.
yeah,
for you. And on top of that, for their logo, they used the year they actually won the Super Bowl and not the year of the season like most Super Bowls are. So it's very strange. Their Super Bowl or their championship, not Super Bowl, because some of them are in the 30s.
Yeah, they put like 5 of them in there, right? There's like 5
years. It's championships, not Super Bowl. Sorry.
Yeah.
They're champion. So it's like, but the one of them is 92. And so some of the Cowboys
the Cowboys won in 92.
But technically the Redskins won the 91, 92, but it was January 92. So
I hate when they do that stuff, because you're like, it's always a year ahead, and it's like, no, it's for the 91 season.
Yeah. So instead of them putting 91 on there, they put 92, which is very confusing.
Yeah, because when I look at it, I'm like, look, the Cowboys won in 92, 93, and 95. That's what I always say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's Washington. What do you expect? It is the worst owner in the league.
Damn, Daniel, right? Whew.
Yep. It is what it is.
I mean, they are the Commanders, because I think that's how he likes his cheerleaders. Go Commando, ain't it?
So send them to John Gruden.
The Jim Harbaugh's staying at Michigan. There was talk of him going to the Vikings. He decided to stay at Michigan. That's good for Ohio State. So now he can get fired instead of leave on his own terms. That'll be great.
He's got a receipt coming his way.
Yep.
This will not happen this is not going to be an every year thing. I will be here until you guys don't want me anymore.
He overstayed his welcome.
Yep. And no, he's stayed. Stay there. We want Jim to stay.
That's a lie. That's a complete lie. He'll be in the NFL hunt every year from now on until he retires.
I think honestly, it'll never be said, but I guarantee he didn't take that Minnesota job because of what's going on with Brian Flores right now. 100% guarantee.
Because I think
he made a decision. He made a decision to stay in college because of the shit that's going on.
And that was actually smart on his part.
I agree. I think it is. He should stay in college right now.
I know we're about to talk about that here in a little bit, but I thought he was going to take it. I mean, yeah, you got Kirk Cousins there, but Minnesota is not that bad of a franchise right now.
No,
you got a QB in there. I mean, Dalvin Cook is one of the top rushers in the league when he's healthy, and
Kirk Cousins is just an average.
Yeah,
To good.
I
He's
mean,
like middle of the road quarterback,
that is
like
not a bad
probably
job.
11th.
That's
If-
what he
not a
recruits
bad
at
job.
Michigan.
If and when
Exactly.
if and when Aaron Rodgers leaves, Minnesota is most likely the best team in that division.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like we talked about, Minnesota is probably the best team, and there's no reason they shouldn't win it. And but you know, Kirk's got to win fucking games. He's done better the last couple years, but he can't. There's what were they 9-8 this year?
Yeah.
That or
8-9. Yeah, just there's no reason for that, but you know, it is what it is. And now they got rid of their coach. We'll see who they get in there, but now they're saying Kevin O'Connell, which is, how do you feel about that, Cody? Was he a good O coordinator?
What, he didn't call the plays? Everybody know McVay called the plays.
yeah. What's the point of an offensive coordinator who doesn't call?
Right,
What do you do?
right. He ain't calling the plays. He just there. He just got the McVay juice on him, and that's what's hot in the streets right now.
Ooh.
Oh, you standing next to McVay? All right. Man, it's the
Hey,
same thing
you
with
don't want his juice on you.
No. Shake my hand, Randy. The
Well, at least Randy's like 6'4". I mean,
Yep.
that's okay.
I was gonna say, Cody, hey, I'm bringing this back because the Super Bowl's next week. I saw the quote today and just laughed. Jalen Ramsey quote: "Say I was playing a big receiver at whatever school. I'd look up his Instagram and slide into his girlfriend's DMs before the game." Still love that shit.
That's why Victor Cruz, or not Victor Cruz, God dog it. That's why Golden Tate ran in his mouth earlier this year. Or was it last season?
That was with his sister, wasn't it? Though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Messed around and ran up in Golden Tate's sister's DMs and ended up with a baby. And that's why Golden Tate was running up,
And
trying to give him those hands.
I was about to say, I think Golden Tate would have taken him. Then again, Robbie Gold was about to take him too. I don't think Jalen wanted any of that smoke there. So
yeah, I mean, like
you don't
a
mess with
kicker
old,
like
you
Robbie
don't mess with
Gold.
old.
I was gonna say he's been in the league a little too long. There's probably some things he's seen and or done to stick around.
Robbie got that old man strength. He kicked go outside. Any outdoor kicker who lasted, that's
right.
That's a man right there. You with that.
Yeah, you don't really want that smoke. And he was in Chicago. So, he spent majority of his career in Chicago as a kicker. Like, you don't really want that smoke. Like, he was the offense in Chicago the majority of his career.
That's why Vinatieri went to Indianapolis so he can kick till he's 62 years old.
Oh man.
His son, by the way, just signed with Massachusetts, so Don Brown got himself a kicker.
That's pretty interesting, I guess. So I saw this crazy stat. Can't believe it's true. I think we've talked about it before. In 2003, McVay beat out Calvin Johnson for Georgia High School Player of the Year.
Yeah, I saw that.
Mm-hmm.
What did he play?
Huh?
McVay.
Where?
What?
I don't know.
Where?
No, yeah. What position?
I think he played wide receiver.
Oh, he was a receiver too. Oh shit.
I thought so, something like that.
Yeah, he's too short to be a quarterback.
Like little Wes Welker.
Little Wes Welker. All right, let's I guess we can go into the whole Brian Flores situation. I'll pass this on to Bear because he's the one that brought it up to us before bringing it on the show.
Yeah, so if you guys haven't heard yet, which he was on CBS Morning News today doing stuff with his or doing interviews with his lawyers, but Brian Flores is suing the NFL, pretty much all 32 teams, but mostly the Dolphins, Giants, and Broncos. For pretty much quote unquote sham interviews for the Giants and Broncos, and also, pretty much racism per se for that process, but also for the firing of himself in Miami, which a lot of shit came out with the owner, Stephen Ross, and him of wanting to give him $100,000 for each game he lost, which is highly illegal for an NFL owner. and also wanted him to meet. I'm trying to think of the terminology they used, but meet a high prominent quarterback, which Joe Shad
prominent veteran quarterback
said it was Tom Brady. Said it was Tom Brady. I don't know if that was proven, but to meet him to come to Miami because they wanted, this is obviously when Brady was, before he was going to go to Tampa, he wanted to go to Miami, and Flores said, no, I'm not. Wanted him to go on his yacht, actually met on his yacht and said that this quarterback was coming, and he actually left. Totally lied to his owner and left. He was there. It was going to happen. And because he kind of Stephen Ross.
So that's what Tom Brady was talking about on that HBO series that he was on.
Probably.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what Joe Shad said. It hasn't been. That's the only person I've seen say that high prominent quarterback was Brady, but there was really nobody else who was high prominent at that time.
No,
free agent wise.
What'd you say, Dub?
that time where he was like, "Oh, you're sticking with that guy."
Yeah. That's what I always wondered who that was. But it sounds like it's Miami.
Yeah. So that's
who's that guy. They're not. It wasn't, was it?
Well, a lot of
it wasn't
people thought
Tua
it was
yet.
Derek Carr. Yeah. It probably would have been what, Tannehill or Fitzpatrick?
I think it was Fitzpatrick. Tannehill was gone. Yeah. Tannehill was gone before then.
Yeah,
and they had Jacoby Brissett there at the time too, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Before he came back to Indy or before he went to Indy. But yeah, I mean, regardless, they wanted him to lose because they also wanted Joe Burrow. And that was the big thing, is he wanted him to keep losing and they kept winning. So, I mean, you have now that who he has 2 winning seasons, gets fired, which also has happened to Jim Caldwell with Lions, and maybe it was Lovie Smith, I think they said might have
happened to Lovie Smith. Yep.
So it definitely happened, and he's calling the NFL out on the shit, and it's not gonna go well for the NFL, and it makes it even worse that they totally when all this came out, within 3 hours, put out a statement and said, "Oh yeah, they're defending themselves." It's a really, really, really bad look, and it's going to get ugly. I have a feeling it's going to get really ugly. So it'll be very interesting to see where it goes from there. But the whole thing that came out with the Giants was that Bill Belichick texted him, allegedly accidentally. I don't think it's accidental, but accidentally saying, "Yeah, you got the Bills, or you got the Giants job. Congratulations." And Flores texting him back, "Are you talking about me or Brian Dabble?" And Bill Belichick saying, "Oh, fuck." I thought I was talking to Dabble. So, which then I think Flores had the interview the next day or 2 days later.
No, it was like 2 or 3 days later.
Yeah. So he was coming in to interview for that, and Dabble already had the job, which then obviously has pushed this whole, that was probably the breaking point. I think it was when he ended up getting the Miami job is when that he ended up saying the whole Denver interview, I think, is when Elway and them were hungover and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
That was 2 or 3 years ago. And as you know, it sounds bad and it looks bad on them, with what all turned out, because obviously they ended up hiring Vic Fangio. And Denver came out and said, "No, we went through the whole thing, the whole 3-hour process. Everyone was fine, blah, 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 blah." So it's going to be a big back and forth with everything that's going on. But yeah, it's going to get ugly. And I mean, he might have just jeopardized his entire future of coaching in the NFL. And he's young. He'll get jobs, and he'll definitely get jobs in college if he wanted to coach again. But yeah, this I think this isn't going to go the NFL's way for once. And I think if all goes, I mean, I don't know how all that's going to work. I think a team like the Saints would hire Brian Flores. I don't think they've been scared of shit like this in the past, controversies, or, pretty much a fuck the NFL type of view, especially with Sean Payton and
he's set to interview with
Greg Williams and all that. So it'll be interesting.
Yeah. And with the coaching, I said, if the NFL doesn't take him, it's going to be, you watch your guy that's going to come out with this, and he's going to go coach in the XFL with Dwayne. Dwayne would make him the poster. You think you would do it?
Nope.
Hell no.
Nope.
I ain't doing that.
Nope. I think he'll get. I understand everyone's point in him. I don't think that the NFL will shut him out of this. I really don't. And there have been people. You know what? The funniest thing, and I guess I don't know if I should say the funniest. Maybe I could use a different terminology for it. But the first owner that came out and said something was who on the issue? Jerry Jones.
Was it Jerry Jones?
And Jerry Jones came out on the radio show today and said, you know what? He's right. He goes, there's a lot of things we need to be better at. In the NFL, we all need to start working on that together.
No, shut up, Jerry. Jerry,
whether or not he's saying that to say it.
Right. I say he's saying it just to say it. I say Jerry is the main reason for half of this shit.
Hey, 31 other owners haven't said shit yet. So,
well, Jerry just want to be out in front of the cameras anyway. I mean,
but still, nobody said shit.
How many team owners have a radio show?
Well, I mean, it's on 105 the fan, 105.3 the fan. So,
well, I mean, seriously,
it's his own. I mean, he does it. I think like every day at 10 o'clock, or he's on for 10.
Yeah. Like, how many team owners have their own radio show? Like, come on, man.
They're all rich enough to do it. None of them have problems to do any of that with. But not one person said anything. Why
but nobody wants that spotlight. But at the same time, like
I don't think,
huh?
But that's what they need to say. They need to say, yeah, you know what?
They don't care.
The owners are more powerful than Roger Goodell.
Well, Goodell works for the owners.
Exactly. So
that's the thing.
Say what Goodell can't do shit to them. The players,
the only things
who have to watch what they're going to do, and it's tough at this time because I know there's guys on both teams, Rams and Bengals, who probably want to come out and say something that aren't going to be able to because they got to play Super Bowl here in 2 weeks.
Or eventually they might want a head coaching job.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like, if the biggest thing, like, I don't even think Flores cares if he gets another NFL coaching job, because this is something that had to be said. Like, basically, this is all the quiet stuff getting put out loud. Like, all the quiet stuff is getting said out loud now. I mean, the NFL basically is pointing out the systemic racism in head coaching when it comes to minority coaches in the NFL. I mean, if it wasn't that bad, they would have never needed a rule in the first place. Like, think about that. You need a rule put in place just to interview a minority coach, like a minority for a coach.
You don't need a rule. You just need a box to check. That's all.
Yeah,
well, it's still a rule, though. They had to put it on paper. Like, they had to put it on paper to make sure you interview a minority. And then that's where all these sham interviews come into play. Like, I understand you say that again.
Some of these guys you've never even heard of.
I mean, Hines Ward got interviewed. Seriously. Like Hines Ward.
He was just doing Notre Dame halftime games 3 years ago.
Like, they all do it. Like, all the teams do it. Like, there isn't a team in the NFL that doesn't do it. Like, they do it just to check a box.
Yep.
And that's the sad part. You have to put a rule in place on paper to make sure somebody checks a box.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's been going on for 18 years, 19 years.
Right. I mean, and I mean, on top of, you know, the racism, I mean, hell, this is a league that up until probably 20 years ago didn't think a black quarterback was smart enough to be even quarterback. Like, if you were a black quarterback coming out of college, you were made a wide receiver. Hell, the former GM of the Colts said Lamar Jackson would be a better wide receiver than he would be a quarterback. Lamar Jackson. And that dude said it on draft day on TV, like on more than one occasion.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if they already don't think blacks are smart enough to play quarterback, like, what do you think? You know, they definitely don't think they're smart enough to be a head coach, especially coming from the offensive side. I mean, look at Mike Tomlin. I think Mike Tomlin was a wide receiver. And if it wasn't for Mike Tomlin switching over to defense and being like, I think like a DB coach or something, who knows? He probably would have never been coach of the Steelers.
Yep.
And
right now, the only
black head coach.
Only black head coach in the NFL.
And only because he's never had a losing season. Like, that's basically the barometer you got. You can never have a losing season as like a black head coach in the league.
If you were a coach of the Bears of the Line, you would have been fired if you had a couple winning seasons.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't say you go 7-9 once as a Lions coach, and then you get fired for the guy that wears a pencil in his ear while his play call sheet is laminated.
With
Yeah.
top menu.
Yeah. Or you take a team to a Super Bowl in Chicago with Rex Grossman, and you get fired for some guy that from the CFL.
Yeah, there's I mean, there's a 100% a huge problem, and I'm happy that Brian Flores has come out, and so I'm happy someone's doing something about it, because nobody.
Yeah.
People have. Kaepernick obviously did, but Kaepernick wasn't a coach, so you hate to say it, he just didn't. He didn't have that pull. I don't think he didn't have
He settled.
I mean, this is it.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be the one that.
Yeah.
I think, and I hopefully shit changes.
Well, the bigger difference too between Flores' lawsuit and Kaepernick's lawsuit, Flores' lawsuit is class action. So the burden of proof, the burden of proof isn't really on Flores. Granted, there's a lot of stuff I guess you could kind of say is circumstantial, but I mean, what else do you really have to show? I mean, you look when the Bears and the Colts played in that Super Bowl, that was what, 2006, 2007?
Mm-hmm.
6, yep.
That year, that was the most black head coaches they had in the league ever. Head coaches at that time, you go from 6 head coaches to 1 now. And it's like, I've said before, as a minority in the corporate world, just being in charge, you get half the time to be twice as good. And I mean, you look at all the head coaches. Hell, Josh McDaniels is getting looked at as being another head coach again. To me, while that dude out there went back to New England, got hired in Indianapolis, quit before he even showed up, stood him up, went back to England, and now is still being considered for a head coach.
He got it. He is.
Yeah,
he is the Raiders head coach.
Oh yeah, and he's Raiders head coach, man. And that's not even mentioning all the nepotism that's in the league. That's on top of the favoritism and cronyism. I mean, look at McVay. I mean, McVay and Shanahan just faced each other. McVay's granddad was working for Washington's front office. That's how he got started. It's a meritocracy until you stop playing. And that's the quiet part. That's the quiet part that's getting said out loud right now. Like a guy like Flores would have never gotten fired. I mean, granted, there's a few organizations in the NFL that probably don't want to win and could care less. I mean, look at the Browns for all those years. And hell, look at them now. Like, they don't necessarily care if that team is good or not, as long as those seats are filled 8 weeks or 9 weeks out of the year now. They don't care. As long as you got sellouts, that's all that matters to them. And a lot of those team owners, that's what matters to them. So it don't matter who's coaching the team.
Yeah. And there's candidates out there that you wonder why, right? You wonder why they get passed up on, or why they let these other guys coach. I mean, I understand your point on McDaniel. Now, again, you knew it was going to happen eventually, but when you got a guy like Eric Bieniemy out there, or you got a Raheem Moore there, or even, and I know that
Leslie Frazier's out there,
and I know that Todd Bowles also had the struggle.
Yeah, Todd Bowles,
the fucking Jets. Like, give him a shot with somebody else, not the goddamn Jets. Stop letting these guys go to the Jets and the Giants and the fucking Texans and these shitty franchises and fail there by going 4-12, because they have to have a top 5 pick every year. And of course they're not going to win. Who the fuck's going to win with goddamn Zach Wilson? Robert Saleh isn't going to win with Zach Wilson. What do they do after 3 years? They're probably going to fucking fire him. And they're going to bring in somebody else.
And Saleh will probably never get a job again. Never head coach.
He'll just be a coordinator. He'll never be a head coach. But the thing is you have guys out there like this, but and no offense to Matt Eberflus at all. I mean, he's deserving of a head coaching job to see what he can do. But at what point do I go out there and I go, okay, I got Brian Flores out here and I got Matt Eberflus. Again,
right.
No offense to Matt Eberflus. I'm just saying you have a guy who literally took the Dolphins from shit to good. You know,
after Adam Gase
he
left.
won. He's a winner. He won with them. He won.
Yeah, he did more than what Adam Gase
available. A young head coach, no matter the color of it. He's a young head coach who turned the team around to win.
Right.
Elsewhere. Like, didn't even give him an interview. That shit I don't understand. It's like, it's not a system thing. It's not that. So what is it? Why would you?
Right, yeah. Prove to what it is. Yeah.
Why would you not want Brian Flores to work with Justin Fields? If you, as the Bears, think Justin Fields is your guy, your quarterback, the future of the franchise, you drafted him, you moved up, you needed him, you got him. Why would you not want to put a guy who you just watched with, I think, a quarterback that is not as good as Justin Fields and Tua, who he made Tua look decent. He ran shit to make Tua look good. Mm-hmm. Why would you not want a guy like that there? I don't know. Some of that shit is baffling. So I honestly, I'm with Brian Flores, and I hope to God that it's not about the money for him. I hope that there's a change that is made with what's being done in the NFL, because it's embarrassing the way that they're going to, and it's already embarrassing the way they've handled themselves. So they better get it figured out, and they better get it figured out quick.
Yeah. I mean, how does Nate Hackett get a job just because he was standing next to Aaron Rodgers for the last 3-4 years? Like, that makes you head coach material?
Yeah. You
know, over somebody like Byron Leftwich,
who the Jaguars still haven't fucking signed.
Right.
Yeah, I don't get that.
You know, any team really.
They're and don't get me wrong, and I'm not, again, they're interviewing Bisaccia now, which is fine. Bisaccia is a great coach. I have nothing against it. I'm just saying, you have Byron Leftwich there. You have a guy who made your franchise relevant. And what are you doing? He was good in Tampa. I mean, he was good before Brady got there. People forget he had a year before Brady, and he was decent. Yeah. He was decent with Winston. He had Jameis Winston, Mr. fucking 30-30. And like, the dude can obviously call an offense.
Yeah, Bisaccia got screwed out of the Raiders. That's still
pissed me off. Too.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Yeah, I mean, look at
what happens changes.
Like, they hired David Culley and stuck him down in Houston in a no-win situation. You know, like I've said it a few times, you know, on here. It's like, you know, they'll get a shitty franchise and let everything get torn down or ruined by somebody. You know, like, I mean, look at the Texans. Bill O'Brien ruined the Texans. Like, he destroyed that team. And, you know, the first black head coach that they could find that would remotely want to take that job, you know, like, oh, here, go ahead and rebuild us. And then, you know, when your contract's up, we might give you another contract, but we probably won't. And then we're going to let somebody else come in and take over what you did.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, I just wish we could get to a point where, and this applies with not just sports, but anybody that owns a business, just hiring people that fit your, I guess, vision. Okay, like, everything's got to be based on like race. Like, if the guy that you want is the guy that you want, or you think that he can fit the position regardless of race, if he's white, black, Hispanic,
Chinese,
Yeah, Asian, whatever.
Asian, whatever. If he fits
Islander.
your vision,
Simone.
hire him. But we look. I mean, and like I said before, you guys have hit on it multiple times. We have this rule in place that is like, can you imagine? Like I can't even imagine going to an interview just because you're a black guy and you know you're not going to get the job. Like, you know, they're just pulling your damn name out of a hat to check a damn box. Like, that is ridiculous. Like, if the guy that you want is the guy that you want, that we just need to get to that point where hire the person you want. You're running your franchise. If you think that he can do that job, hire him, regardless of what he looks like. I mean, it's.
Well, I think the problem is too, and Cody can attest to this. What the league is 90% African American, right?
70% black,
70.
Is it 70?
70% black.
And the coaching is 3%.
Well, look at the owners. The owners
And the
is,
G-
Yeah, look at the owner.
is 0%.
Yeah, 0.
I mean,
Yeah, that's why.
one-
That's why I said if you haven't watched Ballers, watch it because they hit on that too.
And I think it's like there's 6 GMs, I think, who are black.
right. And
Out
then
of 32.
it would be
And
great
then-
if you could get like. It would be
happy
great.
position.
It would be great, like if like they do this with the NBA. You see a lot, and you see with baseball a couple times, where you're just going to have one sole owner. So someone that just is out of the league 5 years, 5-6 years, get a group together and you buy a team. Like that's what Derek Jeter did with the Marlins, right? He's not the sole owner of the Marlins, correct?
Correct.
And A-Rod just bought something, didn't he? Or he was trying to.
Right?
No, he
Or-
was trying to buy the Mets and it fell through.
Okay.
I mean, like, even if we go that route, you know, get a group together and buy it, you know, do it.
But
that
not
way.
every
Yeah,
but not every team's like that though, especially in the major leagues. Like that's just like the NFL. Like a
Well-
lot of those teams are passed down from generation to generation.
Denver
But didn't-
Broncos are for sale for $4 billion right now. They just put it on the market today. So
All right, if we each put $1 billion up, we can get it.
we
Right.
could. We could.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna go to the bank tomorrow. The what do you take as collateral? Will you take this used vape? The
I got a
no, but
mouse. What'll that get me?
Right.
the and a half drinking
Barter
Diet
here?
Pepsi.
Can we do any bartering?
Yeah. The but no, didn't A-Rod's doesn't he own part of the Timberwolves?
Yeah, well, he doesn't own part of the Timberwolves though. That's the thing. Like they're like some type of like trust ownership.
Yeah, it's him and Mark
So-
Lore.
Yeah, but they don't get it until whoever the guy is that owns the Timberwolves now.
Yeah, Glenn Taylor.
decides
He
to
runs
pass
it. For
on.
two,
Yeah,
yeah. It was 2 years. It's I think till
Yeah, like he-
23.
yeah. Like whenever he passing it on,
Hey man,
and
but
that's when they get it.
they got a deal though. When you look at it, they got now. Granted, it's the Lynx of the WNBA and the T Wolves for $1.5 billion.
Well, that's about what the Timberwolves are worth. You ever been to Minnesota?
I have.
$1.5 billion. Yeah, I'll
I
pony up. I'll pony up the extra $2.5 bill for the Broncos. Shit.
No, wait a minute. You got to remember, they gave Homer Simpson the Broncos. Remember?
right,
He wanted the Cowboys,
Yeah.
and he says, "Oh, the Denver Broncos."
right,
Dude, if
right.
I had that money, first thing I do with the Broncos is fire Elway.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, but I mean, imagine being Brian Flores and you walk into that interview, he's hungover, and the other guy that's supposed to interview you is half drunk, and then is when you realize like they don't really want you. Like
Yep.
they just flew you out there to check a box
For that though,
to
don't
hire Vic Fangio.
for that at that time he probably didn't know because in all honesty, with what was going on there, I mean that shit happens. I'm not gonna lie, I've probably interviewed people hungover before, but I think with that is I think it's much worse when you get a text a day or two before you're supposed to go to an interview saying a guy already got the job. And
Yeah,
then
and wasn't that a mistaken? Wasn't he trying to text Brian Dabble?
allegedly,
Yeah, he's supposed to be
Allegedly.
on the table. Yeah.
Bill Belichick,
Which
look, everyone,
which if you-
Bill Belichick will play it off as a mistake and an accident. Bill Belichick's
Right.
not that dumb. He know what he was
No.
doing.
I think it's a mistake. I don't think he would do that. I mean, that's he grew up with the Giants. I mean,
Deflategate.
If you,
That don't matter,
no, I
right?
understand that.
It don't matter.
That
And you
was-
gotta look at that
that was-
time when they could have hired him and they didn't after Parcells.
Deflategate wasn't the
Like,
Giants though.
no, but I'm talking
It's
about
NFL.
when,
He knows what he's going on with the. It's the
right.
he knows.
Yeah,
yeah,
you
no,
can't
it's
tell
not.
me Bill Chel. Yeah, you can't tell me somebody like Belichick don't know what he doing at all times.
No.
Oh, he did that on purpose.
Right.
69
Especially
years
to the
old,
Giants.
You know how to work his cell phone.
Like,
I think he knows what he's doing.
I did see.
oh,
I
he
did
knew
see
what
a
he was
good-
doing.
I did
Right.
see a good meme when they did the COVID draft and his dog was at the laptop thing, and they said the actual person who sent out.
Yeah.
If he did do that on purpose, it's to hurt the NFL, but not to hurt. Because I've heard.
Yeah, not to hurt Flores, to hurt the NFL.
No, it wasn't to hurt Flores.
Yeah,
No.
I think it was to help Flores.
Yeah,
I
like
don't think
Flores'
he's
first job, I think, was with the Patriots.
Yep.
Yeah.
No,
You're
Flores
right.
is a
So-
Belichick. Flores is a Belichick guy. I mean,
Yeah,
Belichick.
I think he was helping him out. Like
Yeah,
telling
Yeah,
him,
that's
like,
why
hey
he's
man.
looking out for him. Yeah,
He's been the only assistant that's been successful.
right.
and I think the only one that Belichick.
Well,
I don't think
No,
Belichick.
Vrabel
did
was just a
Vrabel
player.
ever? Yeah, he was just a player, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Patricia was a joke. McDaniels got fired after 2 years because he wanted. to
And we'll see again with the Raiders.
Yeah.
Who else? Who else?
I hope they suck because in Biscaccia can just laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I hope the Dolphins suck too. I hope Flores goes to the Saints. That's what we put in. We're going to get to that here in a minute, but yeah, this is going to be an ongoing thing. We're going to talk about it each week until this is going to keep going on. I mean, it's been a problem. We've covered racism in general on this show several times, and it's because it's important to all of us. Especially we've got Kode on the show, and I think if you haven't learned, Kode has said he is a black man. Like he's made it pretty
Right.
clear.
Yes.
And there's like,
Yeah,
There's
can't
the
you see?
thing.
Look at that. He grew his hair out.
I don't know, man, grew my hair out and everything, dude. Like Jim Ross over here, man.
Yeah, I'm looking like who's that bald guy? Just incredible. Aldo Montoya. Man, but yeah,
Oh,
we got to
shoot.
keep talking about it. We definitely going to keep covering it. It's very important to us, and I hope to see this go. I hope it goes well for Flores, and I agree with you, Bear, because I put it in. Who do you guys think that is going to be the coach of the Saints? Bear and I both said Flores.
Well, Aaron Glenn's still out there. He's getting interviewed. The Lions defense coordinator. I think he's interviewing either might have interviewed today or tomorrow. So I think I put that in there. I'm going to stay with Aaron Glenn, or did I? Yeah, I think I did.
For the Saints.
Yeah, maybe
I'll put it in. Sign in there.
for the Broncos.
Yeah, you had him on the Broncos, but you can use him because we used Flores already. So I'll put Aaron Glenn there.
Yeah.
I know Dan Campbell he's nervous. He said it. He's nervous about losing him, but he said that Aaron Glenn is deserving of a job.
Yep. Plus, he played there forever. So. I mean,
Yep. What do you think, Kode?
Well, let's see. Seeing as the Saints are in offensive shambles right now, they 75 million over the cap. Probably Taysom Hill is probably going to be the quarterback. Oh
Baker
boy,
may be a trade destination.
who will?
Baker.
Oh God, that's even worse. Watch, it'll be Pep Hamilton.
Yeah, I still got Pep at the Texans.
Nah, they ain't gonna send Pep down there because
Is that who you think? Pep
Yeah.
Hamilton?
yeah, because they always send. That's where they always send the black dudes for their first head coaching job. They send you to a dump situation.
Texans are in their own mess right
And-
now with their interview process.
What'd you say?
Yeah.
I said the Texans are in their own mess right now. They're probably going to back off here in a little bit with their own interview process, trying to hire McCown, who never coached in his life.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. Like that right there. That should be the case in point of the lawsuit right there.
Never.
Oh yeah, you just bring up the Texans. Just look at the Texans.
Right.
What the Texans do.
Yeah. Anything the Texans do. Like, just come on, man. Josh McCown. Like, seriously.
And I'm sorry, it's just like with Tony Romo's name being thrown out there, like he's never coached. Yes, he's played. Josh McCown's played forever too, but it's like, oh, that's just
Romo ain't leaving his $20 million a year job.
Hell.
no.
See, the problem is that's just people fucking talking out their ass. That's the problem.
Yeah. I mean, but hey, we did see a president become president without any political experience. So hey, it is, it's a new time,
New era. Yeah.
Are you sure? Because I thought The Apprentice had some political undertones to it.
But,
What are you talking about? He was a politician. All right. So we got that. Few things. Let's just hop into wrestling real quick. So, interesting Royal Rumble. Bear, you kind of crushed it this week with 9 points from the Rumble. You got both winners. You and Parrot, actually. The Parrot had both winners. Didn't do shit after that. He got Bobby right and Becky, but that was it. And then Dub had Becky and the Copelands.
I told him to pick Doink, and he just didn't. He didn't listen.
Yeah, it's probably good he didn't listen to you. He got 6, you got 2. I had Bianca and Ronda in the final 4, and then Becky, Copelands, and Seth by default because of a disqualification. It went the other way. I thought they were going to do Roman instead of Brock. I went back and forth on it. Obviously, I went with Roman. Cody had Bianca in the final 4, and Bobby winning his match against Brock, and then Peapod had Bianca, Charlotte, and Shayna, 3 of the 4 in the final, and then Becky winning. So Bear, something we haven't seen in a while, Bear on top of the board in wrestling with 14, me with 11, Parrot in third with 10, and Peapod with 8, Brandon with 7, Cody with 5.
Yeah, I mean, it was I thought it was a good Rumble. A lot of people talk some mad shit about it, but
They hated it, and
I thought it was a good Rumble. I mean, I didn't have a problem with it. Yeah, we knew once Lesnar lost, we knew what was happening there. But I mean, that's the whole point of it. I mean, I like the Roman and Seth storyline. That was a good opener match. I mean, I thought that was great.
yep. And
I'm
guy
just glad
getting
this was on a Saturday.
That
Yeah.
too, because it went till
Because-
fucking midnight.
Yeah.
it was 11, and we're like, fuck, the Rumble hasn't even started yet.
Man, I had a whole bunch of time to go do a bunch of stuff. I ordered a pizza, went and picked up said pizza, went to the bathroom.
He read
Like-
Conor Barrett's book twice.
Right. Oh man, I had to set up for this week. I knew that storm was coming.
Yep. He had to
Baby.
take a dump, and then did you stand up or did your butt cheeks close together?
Oh no. I sat down. I stay there and sit. I wipe while I'm sitting down.
The
Straight to the
but-
shower.
the big guy that's getting heat this week though is Shane McMahon, because got a lot of backstage heat because they said that Riddle was actually supposed to be the winner of the Rumble, and he was supposed to be the guy that won, and they were going to have Seth in there as well, but Shane changed all this shit, put himself in. Now Shane was supposed to be at WrestleMania 38 Elimination Chamber. Now he's out. He's gone from WWE. That's just new news. I'm like, gee,
Scapegoat.
yeah, he's gone for now.
Scapegoat. Right. Yeah, scapegoating. Shane got all types of money. He don't give a damn.
He doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
They own WWE, so it's like, what are you just gonna pick them up and fire them? Like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They own WWE.
I got mad about Madcap Moss throwing out AJ Styles. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. And then, some guys went out early, like Shinsuke, how early he went out. I was like, interesting. Kofi botched. But you got to
I'm so
try it. It's the
glad-
first
I'm
time
glad
he's
he did
botched.
that. Man, I'm glad. I got tired of seeing that shit.
What the problem is,
Man.
though, they should have kept Riddle's scooter there. That would have been fun. But
He
they,
landed on the scooter.
That's
Oh,
what I was
if
waiting on.
you just have
something stupid
Kofi,
like
have
that.
him jump on that, get on the scooter, and just put
And-
one foot down and just roll it,
Ride it around the ring.
get back
Kofi
in.
Kofi legitimately messed up, I guess.
Yeah, he botched it.
Yeah,
He said it. He went for it. He finally botched one.
he tweeted
He
after
knew.
it. Yeah.
He knew good and hell well he'd be quit doing that dumb shit.
Well, because the
Yeah.
thing is, though, it's been the same fucking thing the last 3 years. Do something
Right.
different. I like that, Kofi.
Right.
Do something different. Don't
I
get
did like
all the way to the wall, jump around on top, jump and sit, because then he's going to sit there. What was he going to do? He was going to sit
Right.
there and he was going to jump from there to the stairs and barely make it. It's like you're just waiting to blow your knee out. That's stupid.
The chair was pretty cool though.
Yeah, the chair.
Like, coolest
Whatever that
part of the Rumble is when the WrestleMania sign started smoldering and
Yeah.
melting on people. That's the best part. You can hear them chanting the signs on fire. Like that's about the best
Signs
part of
on
the Rumble.
fire.
Like, and my
Then
cousin
they
was
get
there.
it cleaned
So
up. Then they get it cleaned up to light it up again to catch.
yeah, light it back up. Yeah. Only WWE, man. That's WWE right there in a nutshell.
Yep. And then today, actually, Wednesday, is the 90th day for those November 4th releases. So from WWE, your Keith Lee, Mia Yim, Ember Moon, Karrion Kross, Harry Smith, Graham Metalik, no one cares. Eva Marie, no one cares. Nia Jax, no one cares.
Yeah.
So some of those be interesting to see where they
Yeah.
go. People won't even
So-
recognize Karrion Kross when he shows up. He has hair.
Yeah, and he like shooting a movie or something like that.
I think so. So it'll be
Yeah.
interesting to see where they go.
He ain't going nowhere neither. He might as well just stay on that movie set.
Well, Keith Lee, he'll go somewhere.
Yeah, Ring of Honor.
That's where he needs to
When they
go
open back up.
in April.
That's where he was.
I know.
Like, I think if anything, well, Harry Smith will probably go back to Japan,
Yep.
or they might try to, no, he'll probably end up in AEW, just because Tony Khan will want to put him and Lance Archer back together.
Yeah, I saw Tony Khan. Didn't he get rid of somebody?
Well,
Or with Brian Kendrick,
he doesn't.
right?
Yeah, he took Brian Kendrick off of TV. Apparently, Brian Kendrick is like one of them tinfoil hat people.
Yep.
So he's
he just was released yesterday. He's supposed to be on AEW today.
yeah, he was supposed to be wrestling Mox. So in a match that people were just dying to see.
Yep. They were dying for it. Another thing that came up is that the WWE Hall of Fame is apparently they said Peacock, it was going to be live on Peacock, but I think it's actually going to be on Fox after SmackDown on April 1st. So if people are at SmackDown and have a ticket, they can go to the Hall of Fame as well. Just
oh
don't
God,
move.
that's gonna be interminable. Oh my God, that's gonna last longer than WrestleMania.
Yep.
They even
Ooh,
announced
Lord.
anybody yet?
Nope.
No, I don't think they have anybody. While we're talking about, we talked about racism and we talked about Tony Khan. Yeah, let's talk about the brown dude completely missing the point about black people not being in his office. Because like if you remember Big Swole, they let her go, they released her or whatever, and podcast, and she said there weren't enough. She said there weren't enough. Like she sugarcoated it, and she said there weren't enough minority people in the office. Like, and then I guess they pressed her on it, and she said there weren't enough black people in the head office to understand, to understand what they were feeling and talking about. And then Tony Khan went on that whole diatribe on Twitter, wanting to talk about how him and somebody else as a Middle Eastern descent, they were in the front office, like she was like the vice president or something, and you got Brandy Rhodes and like one other person, and it's like, but on that creative side, you don't have anybody. Like you don't have anybody, anybody black. You say you push black wrestlers, but yet everybody's on dark. Like I make a joke of it, but shit, it's the damn truth. Like you want to see some black wrestlers, you got to watch AEW Dark. Or they get, one throwaway segment in the middle of, in the middle of the first hour after, crappy matches. You know, you can't, and then you can't say it was in a main event. Like if you got to do that, like Tony, that's like saying you have a black friend, man. You shouldn't have to put out your you know, if you feel they're bona fides, like you don't have to put those out there. Like you missed the whole point, man. But I don't think he'll ever get it. I mean, hell, he don't know. AEW probably won't exist in 2 more years anyway. So I think in the end, it probably won't even matter.
Might be right. All right. So a couple more things. We mentioned this, texting each other. So Gary Jones was supposed to be the head coach of the Toledo Mud Hens. He's going to be the first base coach of the Tigers now. So Lloyd McClendon is now the Mud Hens manager. It's a good choice.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Doing bases.
I got to renew my season. Oh, I might mess around and be able to take a base home.
Might take a base home. All right, we got to get into trivia because I told Jeremy 10 and then I said 10:30 and we're past that. So Bear, first off, don't give the updated standings because I have trivia questions for you because you've missed the last couple weeks.
All right.
I'm going to just give you the trivia questions from the last couple weeks. So first up, so I'm reading this, of course, from January 19th. Last weekend, Arizona versus Los Angeles provided a rare postseason matchup of quarterbacks who both were selected number 1 overall in the draft, Stafford and Murray. The last time there was a playoff game featuring 2 starting quarterbacks who were the first pick of the draft, who were the 2 quarterbacks? Hint, it was in a Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's the future one, Burrow and Stafford. Last time 2 number 1 picks, both quarterback, and it would have been a Super Bowl.
And we all missed it.
Just like.
Yep.
And Peyton and Cam.
That's right. Give yourself 2. Give yourself 2 on that one. All right, next one. Which member of DX was booted out after costing the group the tag titles at No Way Out?
What year? Just that's it at No Way Out?
So sometime in February.
97, 98, 99. I want to say the first No Way Out would have been 98, though. I don't even think they had a No Way Out in 97. God. China?
Billy Gunn. We all missed that one.
Mm.
All right. For last week, so from last week's trivia, which NFL team has the most home playoff losses in the past 20 years? Hint, the other 3 of us got it right. So we all get 2.
Most home playoff losses. I guess I said Patriots.
No, the Packers.
Please ask Cody that question someday.
Do what? Oh, Cody, you're
My cousin,
Cody.
yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
So the other 3 of us get 2. All right. So in the wrestling from last week, in honor of this weekend's Royal Rumble, which obviously was last week, let's do a Rumble question. Only 6 wrestlers in history have lasted over 1 hour in a Rumble. Name them. Cody, and it's 2 for each. Cody, let me give you the points real quick of what we got. Cody got. Didn't we all get 6, Dub?
6.
Yeah.
So
I
there's
think
6.
we all got 6.
And you said it's 2 points for each?
Yeah. So we each got 3 of the 6.
Yeah. So
Okay. HBK. Ray
Incorrect.
Ray Mastrio.
Correct.
Chris Benoit.
Correct.
Ric Flair.
Incorrect.
Why am I missing one? I thought HBK was it. That's why I thought I had 3 for sure.
So did I.
Shit. Fuck. I'm trying to think of that 40-man one, but I don't know if that would have been it. All right. So I said HBK, Mysterio, Benoit, Flair. So that's 4. So I got 2 more guesses.
Yes.
I am not a crook.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is going to be a wild one. I'm going to go with VKM.
Incorrect.
Damn it. I was hoping that 99.
One of us did too.
Yeah. He was out the whole fucking thing. So I can get one more at least to tie you guys.
That's what I said.
That is what Dub said.
Yeah.
Let's go with,
Now, back.
well, no, if HBK didn't go, that means Davey Boy wouldn't have that year. So that wouldn't make sense.
Yes.
97 was Austin, so he wasn't in there that long. 98 was Austin. 99 was Vince. 2000 or 01 was Austin. It's got to be something later.
Yes.
I'll just throw out Dolph. I feel like he might have sat in one.
Nope. Triple H in 06, Jericho in 17. That's when he came back with Dolph. And then Daniel Bryan in 18.
By the way, that's why I was saying yes, like the last 4 words. Trying to give you.
I was really, that's what I was really thinking of, thinking what all that was. Okay, so you said you guys on the 19th, no one got anything right, correct?
Correct.
Okay,
So
what?
that was just you. You got 2 for that week.
Okay.
And then the next week we each got 8 and you got 4.
So your updated standings, then that makes it easy because we all, on January 12th, we all had 5. So, so now the updated standings, Gray at 13, Kode at 13, Dub at 13, and myself at 11.
You're right there. All right, here we go. Just got the question for 2 points. Where did Travis Kelce play college football?
Oh, that's fucking easy.
My goodness.
Where the fuck's my chat box at? There we go. There we go.
All right, ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, and go.
Yeah.
Cody, you thought the same I did. Skyline University.
That was Dub.
Oh, was it Dub?
Cody put in Cincinnati.
Cincinnati. So we all got it. All right. Cincinnati is it for all of us. Bonus question.
I was gonna say Cleveland's own, but he's from Cleveland Heights, so that don't necessarily count if you ask him.
Do you guys see the bonus question?
Bonus question. Kelce was selected in the 3rd round of the 2013 draft. The Bengals could have had him, but instead picked which tight end in the first? They picked 2 tight ends in this draft? Oh, the Bengals. Ooh. 2013 Bengals. Ah, fuck. Who was that dude that got hurt like every year?
I had him. Bastard.
No. Oh no, I can see him, but I'm blanking.
Everybody else ready until Bear?
Yep.
Yeah, I probably spelled his name wrong. If it's him, yeah.
Oh no. Oh,
Corey Dillon.
TJ Hushmanzada.
Oh, Oh man, I thought you said.
Oh,
no,
fuck.
Never mind.
Yeah.
There you
No, it's good. You're good. You're good. You're good.
go.
Yeah. I couldn't think of his name.
Chad
I-
Johnson.
Tyler Eifart.
Couldn't think of his name.
All right. Tyler
Good
Eifert.
question. I like that question.
That was a good one. On for wrestling.
No more Notre Dame questions.
Jesus. Right.
He said Parrot better got that one. He isn't here.
Dub got it though.
What's that matter? Parrot's a Bengals fan. That's why he's saying that.
I know, but Tyler Eifert went to Notre Dame. That's why.
Oh, God.
Oh boy.
Easy
No
points
wonder
for
he
Parrot
flamed
here.
out.
In Super Bowl, nobody could have predicted before the season Parrots Bengals take on Cody's Rams. Surely there must be an extreme bet going against the game. Yes. Loser eats Skyline. He's going to love this.
Mhm.
I can't wait to see what he says to that one.
On the show.
Oh man, I gotta do it
Wait, you-
live too. Oh,
Wait.
Jeremy,
You mean
wait,
winner?
you mean winner?
winner? Oh man.
That's fantastic. Winner.
There are no winners if you gotta eat Skyline. That should be their new slogan. Skyline chili. There are
Parrot
no
likes
winners.
Skyline like I do. That's why I said make Parrot eat like Alpo.
I mean, you wouldn't know the difference.
Oh.
Sad to say, this was the first Rumble in a long time I can remember thinking was not very good. Men's Rumble especially just didn't have anything memorable. Poor Kofi botched his miracle save, which I guess was bound to happen eventually. Anyway, time to play Family Feud style. 10 questions on the board. Name the wrestlers, men and women, who lasted the longest during the Rumbles on Sunday. Remember, 3 strikes are eliminated. He means Saturday. Still used to that.
Gee.
All right, so Bear, who should go first?
Me, because I have the least amount of points.
Okay.
3. So what is it? The top 10 of the men and women who lasted the longest. Okay. Bianca.
Bear, Bianca. All right, who would be next?
My girl. You guys are all tied at 17.
Okay. We'll go youngest to oldest. So I will go 10 points for Bear. So you remember how this works. You have 10 in your, I think it's 10 in the bank, right?
Yes. Yep.
All right. I'm going to ask him that. Is this the bank points? Pretty sure that's how it works. It's in the bank.
Yeah.
No. So you get 10 straight up. So you get 10 right off the get.
Okay, that's it. Okay.
All right. I'm going to go Family Feud style. Oh,
I mean,
so
we
you
should
take
do this. We each have 3 strikes. There's only 60 people you can pick from.
all right. I'm going to go AJ
And the
Styles.
answers are it. So
6. Wow. 5 points for me.
2906.
Dub.
What the hell could I not spoke to that?
What? You don't have to type it. Just say the damn name.
Yeah, you can.
We go one at a time.
Charlotte.
Oh my!
Yeah, no,
You
I
absolutely
don't like
butchered
it.
that. It's a good thing you don't teach spelling. Holy shit!
Charolette.
Brain fart.
7 points.
All right, Dub's new leader. Cody.
Oh shoot, who was in there? Dolph Ziggler. I think he was in for a little while. I know he got.
Mm.
Eh.
I don't know, man. I told you this was not an
Like-
exciting Rumble to me.
He was
This is
like
probably when I was
number
getting
28.
pizza.
All right, Bear.
We'll go with. Trying to think it because I feel like a lot of the women didn't stay in there long, but we'll go with Sasha. I know she was eliminated at like 15 or 14, but I might get a 10. I might get a 1 point out of that. Ooh.
I'm gonna go with Liv Morgan.
Yeah, that's a good one. She'll be 2. I forgot about her. Yeah.
All right. Dub.
I don't know why I'm trying to type it. Let's go Bree mode.
Thought she came in late. Or Nikki came in after her.
Yeah, Nikki came in late.
Nope. Cody.
Oh man, I don't know. I was eating pizza during these rumbles, man. I wasn't. Jeez, oh Pete, man. Rick Martel. No,
He should have came in.
Beefcake.
I was waiting on him to come in. Hell,
Abe Knuckleball Schwartz.
The
Right.
Brooklyn Brawler.
Baron
Bastion
Corbin.
Booger.
Yeah, Fatu.
Happy Corbin. Back to Bear.
Here.
Although I wish he had lasted longer. No for Cody. 2 strikes.
Yeah.
We'll go with Mickey James. She should have been Final Four.
Should have.
No.
The men's rumble was literally like 40 minutes, so it's got.
Right.
I mean,
Trying to think of the men who last. So who was at the end? Brock was there. Drew. They came out late. Bad Bunny was. He was what? Top 5.
Ah, boom.
Oh,
Bunny.
fucking Riddle.
It's by Bonnie.
Bad boom.
Came in with
The way
Coronas in hand.
oh, the way Bunny was in there, he should have came in at like 2.
Mm-hmm. Did the Canadian Destroyer? Oh, yay! 1 point.
And like, see, that's that shit though. That like, how do you explain that to somebody that doesn't watch wrestling as a wrestling fan? That like somebody like Bad Bunny comes in there, throws somebody out, just like picked them up and dropped them over the top rope, does a destroyer, and is like legit like trying to wrestle people in there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like come on, man. Like, how am I supposed to explain this shit? You wonder why the cock is losing money.
It's on Dub.
Let's go. Man. I'm trying to think of a woman. Let's go Michelle McCool.
Oh yeah.
She was in there for a little bit. I got mine. I forgot about mine.
Oh yeah, you know Lady Taker will be in there for a hot minute.
Michelle McTaker. 2 points for Dub. Cody with 2 strikes.
Man,
It probably is gonna be on. It's probably gonna be on the women's side, I'd say. Oh man, who was in there for a while? shit. No, she came at like 28. Say Nikki Ash.
I don't remember when she came in, but she beat up Molly Holly. I remember that.
Yeah, man, I was disappointed.
Yeah. Speaking of which, what the fuck happened to Summer Rae's face?
I have no idea.
I don't know because she
People
used
like the
to
same
be.
thing.
Yeah,
Seems
she
really
used to
good.
be cute. Yeah.
All right,
I don't know,
I got the number. I got number 3. I bet Austin.
Hey,
Ooh, fuck. Good one.
Yeah. Austin Theory. I forgot
So
about. I was
Cody's
sitting there
out.
trying to think. Forgot about him. He came in like 4th, so he was in there for a while.
yeah, man. Summer Rae came out looking like an Instagram filter or something.
I got Natty. Forgot about Natty. She was in there forever.
Mm-hmm.
Austin Theory, 3 points.
She was hurt too.
3 points.
He was number 8, 22 minutes.
What?
Natty, 3rd. There we go. 36 minutes.
Told you, all fucking women, man.
Yeah.
2 left.
He was in there forever. It felt like.
On to Dub with 2 strikes.
Left. What 2 are left?
There's 2 people left.
Yep. Which ones? That's what he's saying. I think number 2.
No, I got 2. I think 7 and 5.
Where was that? I'm gonna go out here on a limb. Randy.
Ooh,
No.
came in at 28, didn't he?
Yeah.
He got eliminated right away.
All right, Dub's out. Me and you, Bear. You got 2 strikes as well. I don't have any yet.
Let's see. There's got to be another fucking guy in there. Maybe not. What was AJ in for?
Not as long as I thought. 29 minutes. That was 6th.
Something fucked up about that because I'm pretty sure Austin Theory came in 3rd or 4th. There ain't no way AJ was in there 7 minutes. I want to see where he's getting these times from. He's fucking probably using Dave Meltzer bullshit time.
He was in there 4 minutes longer. Well, Theory went out.
Theory was out like Theory and Styles went out closer to the same. Actually, I think Theory went out after Styles. I'm just saying.
Let's check that out.
Let's see.
Fake news, man. Fake news.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, I don't know any other. I'm trying to think, but I can't think of even any other women that were in there for that long. Yeah, I'll go with I'll just go with Alicia Fox.
Austin Theory was the he got thrown out by AJ Styles. He was the 10th person thrown out.
I like he was in there forever. Yeah, I knew I wasn't gonna be it.
All right. Just got to start rambling names. Bad Bunny. There's got to be a dude. Ooh.
I don't know. I'm telling you, it was a short ass rumble.
You said Dolph already.
Mm-hmm.
And we said Happy Corbin. Sheamus. Oh, fucking Rhea Ripley.
Mm.
I thought somebody said her already.
No,
Oh,
5. Okay. It's got to be another guy. I'm still stuck on which, but it was so short, like you said. Shane came out too late. Brock came out late.
I'd be willing to bet it's another chick.
You're probably right, but I don't know who the fuck else was in it. It would be worth picking. Jesus criminy. Dude, I'm just gonna go Madcap Moss because he threw out AJ. We are all out. Aaliyah.
Ugh, God.
oh man, who would have cared about her?
No shit.
Who would have guessed her? So you got all the points on that one?
Mm-hmm. Got them all.
All he has this week. Everybody enjoy the show. Be safe. See you guys next week. Thank you, Jeremy. So thanks, Jeremy. This episode went on forever, but we still got one quick thing to do because we got Hawaii is our state of the week. Hawaii, the state of Hawaii that's way off Parrot's favorite state. Some of the favorite movies have been filmed on Hawaiian islands and TV shows too. Lost, Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Jumanji, Jurassic Park, Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides, 50 First Dates, Forgetting Sarah Marshall, excuse me, Kong Skull Island.
Well, from 6 to midnight.
Billboards are outlawed in Hawaii. You can't have a billboard in Hawaii.
It's awesome.
Banned since 1920. Snakes are outlawed in Hawaii. They don't observe daylight savings time. Gambling is illegal in Hawaii. You can mail a coconut from Hawaii. Cocoa nut.
Look at that.
What do you want?
Gambling's illegal. What's the point of going?
Right. Surfing was invented in Hawaii. There's no surprise there. Maui's Mount Haleakala is Haleakala. Sorry if butchered that. Largest dormant volcano in the world. They wear white pants after Labor Day. Home to Frank Lloyd Wright Design. It's a 74,000 square foot clubhouse. U.S. state with 2 official languages, only U.S. state with that. They greet with a hug, not a handshake. I don't know if that's the same with COVID. They have VOG instead of smog.
What's that?
Probably volcanoes has to deal with that, I would assume. They're the Valley Isle. Aloha, of course, means hello and goodbye.
Very confusing.
They were ruled under a monarchy. Well, that was like, Zan. We would talk about that, saying hello in Urdu, which is, the other language that Zan is accustomed to. And it was salam alaikum. And then what did he say? Walaikum salam. It's like backwards to say goodbye. I was like, that actually makes sense. So hello or ole or hi or eh. That's how it should be here. The state flag looks confusingly British. It does. It's tradition to share nature's bounty. We already talked about there's no stakes. Stakes.
Is there weed out
there? I thought this, yeah. Hawaii is rabies free. It's not easy to bring your pet there for a brief stay. It requires months of preparation and certifications or months of quarantine here once they arrive. So it's best to leave Fido or Fluffy at home unless you're moving here permanently. Only one of 2 U.S. states where all forms of gambling are illegal. What's the other state?
Probably Alaska.
Utah, probably.
What'd you say, Cody?
Utah.
Utah is correct.
Yeah, sounds like fun places to be.
Right? Jesus.
Yeah, they have 750 miles of spotless coastline dotted with volcanoes, ancient culture, the hula dance, of course, we know.
Dog the bounty hunter for him. Be out there macing people and shit. For no reason.
Good place to mace people.
Right?
Man,
Say just make sure you make bail. Fuck around with dog the bounty hunter. Jesus.
oh man.
Prison.
The Cathedral Basilica of Our Lady of Peace was founded in downtown Honolulu, oldest Catholic church in the continuous use in the country. Wow. Sea cliffs on East Molokai northern coast rise 3,315 feet above the ocean. Highest on Earth. They have the oldest school west of the Rocky Mountains, high school, in 1831. Tallest mountains in the world, the Mauna Kea, more than 33,000 feet high when measured from its submarine base.
What the hell's measuring that?
They do it with fucking telescopes and shit and math.
No.
Geometry.
Someone got to use a tape measure. I don't. Someone gonna get down there with a tape measure.
They used a 5-foot tape
12-foot.
measure and 12-foot tape measure.
Right when you get there, that's how you do it.
So thanks to Wes Anderson for Moments in Time. Check him out on Facebook, Wes Anderson Music. Give him a follow on Twitter at Songs by Wes. Thanks to All Work Clothing, Cronos Quality Landscaping, Connell Bear at datingtransformation.com, and Sparty Steve. As always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night.
Aloha.
Get him, dog. Get him.
Groundhog Day.
Damn, dub, chill out, man. You loud, man.
Punks of Tony Phil. Hey, Bear, go get in a fight with Groundhog today, okay?